Howdy, John here, and in this video I want to show everyone how the TunePipe blog images work, because the blog here works quite a bit different than something like WordPress or other blogs that people might be familiar with, particularly around images. So I wanted to create a resource to just kind of talk about how images work. So let's click Add Post. To begin with, we've got these options up here, these sort of featured image or gallery or video or quote, kind of sections. Or if you don't want an image, then you can just hit none. Now, whatever you select here is going to appear at the top of your post, and it's also going to appear in your blog feed. So if you embed a blog feed, let's say on your home page, then whatever image you use, that's what's going to appear there. But again, it's also going to appear at the top of your post on the page. And sometimes we want that, sometimes we don't. If you don't want it, then you go with none. However, you are also going to lose that image in the feed. So if you wanted to have this in the feed but not in the post, you could solve that with custom CSS. But as of now, that is how this is designed. And we don't support custom code just because they tend to be rabbit holes. There are many resources on how to create custom CSS. But if you're ever really stuck, you can get in touch. And if we're able to, we will help. Now, where people get a little confused is here in the editor itself. So if we click into this post and let's say we want to have an image, people, because they're used to something like WordPress, where they're used to this entire post being one block. Again, WordPress uses these sort of text editors, these plain text editors and HTML editors, but they're sort of based on that HTML and plain text. And ours is based on these specific blocks. So it works a little different. And many people come in and just try to take their cursor where they want the image, and then they'll click something like add image. I'm just going to wait for something to load. It's taking just a quick second here. I'll go and add that image. And what ends up happening is once that image loads, it ends up at the top of the page. And, that's not what people wanted. I tried to click it here. Why did that happen? It's because this image icon in the editor is not the best way to add images to posts. This is really a tool if you want your text to wrap around an image, then you want to use that. So for example, if I double click on that and grab the corner and drag the image down, and then I click on it to pull up these options here, and then I can wrap the text, and now I've got it wrapping there. Incidentally, while we're here, we've also got these additional tools. We've got the rounded corners, we've got circle, which is kind of nice, and we can return it to just a basic square thumbnail. So if you want text to wrap like that, then you can use this. But it's a personal choice, but that's not what we generally recommend these days. Most blogs, especially because of mobile, use a sort of full width image style, where it's full width image text, full width image text, full width image text, and you would space your post out with various images. And I suppose I can show an example of this in a moment. But the way that works is you would say whatever you want to say. So, let's say that's, all we wanted to say, and then we want an image. We come over here to the widgets. We find our image widget, and then we drag it here. And now we click this, and then we'll grab that same image, and we click select. And now we can click on the corner here and make it whatever size we want. You can align it if you wanted to the left. That's not my personal favorite approach. Oops, I'm clicking too many times. I'm going to go align center and then just drag it to full width. There we go, and now we have something just formatted a little more typical of contemporary blog posts, and you'll see this formatting in most places, like across mainstream media around the world. So to continue on, you've got a couple options. We can come to this text block here. Let's click out of there, click it once, click copy. Now we've got all that formatting saved in case you've done anything, and we can just add that text here and continue on with our post. So admittedly, there are a few more steps than something like WordPress, where it all appears in the same field. But again, because we're based on blocks, which gives you quite a lot of control, especially elsewhere in the builder on more traditional pages. But because we are built on that kind of technology, that's how the blog is also designed. And you just add as many image blocks or text blocks as you want. And there's not going to be a simple way of copying HTML over from some other format like WordPress using the HTML code. You're going to create problem, or the HTML widget, I should say. You're going to create problems for yourself. But in addition to copying the text block, if for any reason you wanted to change the formatting or it wasn't there, you can also come to widgets and just grab the text block and add it there. But you'll see it's formatted slightly differently because I've done some customizing to the format of the text. The line space is a little smaller, the color's a little darker, and things like that. So I tend to use the copy to clipboard feature. So that is how how the images work and behave inside of TunePipe. If you ever have any questions, just get in touch by going to our contact page. That's tunepipe.com/contact. Thanks and take care.